So, you clicked on the video, and unfortunately for you, reality check, slap in the face. These 18 to 21-year-olds are making so much more money than you. And I love these guys, but they might not even be smarter than you. They're just doing something different than you, something higher leveraged. And you're just wasting time and stuff that doesn't matter. And I'm going to be showing you in this video exactly what they all do to get these revenue amounts. If you guys don't know me, my name is Derek Rodriguez, and I have a six-figure done-for-you agency, and I have a consulting business where I help scale agency owners to 100K a month. I mean, I'll be going through this whole thing with you guys. If you guys want some more proof, here's my Instagram. Check that out. There's some more guys here, but for this video, I picked out four guys here. We have Pietro, 20K a month. We have Joseph. I mean, different niches, by the way. Pietro's in solar and childcare. Joseph's in a content agency in SaaS. Matthias, he's in financial space. And Noah, he's in solar. And as you can see, these guys make a lot of money and probably making more money than you. So how are they doing that? Like I said, they're not smarter than you. Every single one of these guys, they came in doing something different. They changed paths and they're like, all right, I should do this. And they stuck to it. And what did they do? Well, it was a 3-stage process. Well, stage number 1 is all about attracting dream clients. And that's something you need to make sure you have down. So what we don't want, obviously, number 1, we'll go right here, are clients that don't respect you, clients that are broke, clients that don't trust you, clients that haggle you, clients comparing you to others. We don't want that. What your day-to-day should look like are clients that know you, like you, and trust you. And you're working with people you only love to work with. That's what I do. I really like to work with people that are a certain kind of people. Maybe people like me. Maybe I just like working with people that are like me. That's why I work with these guys like every day. You need someone that you want to and love to work with. If you don't care about that, have someone else do that for you. We don't need to be in a scarcity mindset. We need to be in an abundance of options mindset so that you're choosing who you want to work with. You're not forced to work with someone. So how do you get that, right? Well, we do that through an AI omnichannel dream client magnet. Well, number 1, what does that mean, dude? Well, it's AI paid ads plus YouTube. You know, you're getting the right eyeballs coming to you, and you're closing behind closed doors, as Alex Hormozi says, behind closed curtains. And we're getting 5 to 10 highly qualified sales calls every single day. If you're not getting those kinds of numbers, you're probably going to be closing guys that you don't want to close, guys that haggle you, and whatever it may be. Now, stage number 2, once you have like a high amount of qualified leads per day, right? You're doing that through like Meta, and you're doing that through YouTube for organic to nurture those people that come in through Meta. You need to turn those sales calls into enrollment calls. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, what we don't want are people coming to your sales call and saying, who are you? I don't know you. Why should I choose you? Right? To give objections, I need to ask my partner. They don't respect you. They don't have their camera on, like loads of things, right? And at the very end, they're like, oh, send me an email about it. Oh, I got 15 minutes, kid. Be quick. Hey, listen here, buddy. Just give me the price. I'm sure you guys have heard that plenty of times, especially you guys are in like the solar roofing niche. Those guys, those blue collar guys, they don't care about you. They don't. So what do in niches as hard as that to make your day-to-day look like people coming in ready to pay? They're not haggling you. They're excited to pay you for some reason and have high passion, and they're just ready to implement and be an A+ case study for you. How do you do that? How do you get that? Is that even like, are you like gaslighting me right now, Derek? No, you can actually get that. And that's how our day-to-day looks. That's how our clients' day-to-day looks. And that's what your day-to-day needs to look. So before we get into that, I need you to understand there is a huge trust depression. And that's why you're getting these questions here. There's a solution to it. Now, let me tell you, or let me ask you, I should say, when's the last time that you paid someone $2,000 in like 15 minutes? You know, the call was done, even a 60-minute call. Like, you don't do that. Like, you don't meet someone for the very first time and you get on call with them. Maybe they have a good offer and you just have a bit of trust for them and you give them like $5,000 to $6,000. You don't just do that. You do your homework. The last time you did that, you did homework. Before you got on that sales call with them, you knew you were getting closed. Like, you're ready to go. Like, you just let the dude do it because, you know, formalities or whatever, but you knew you were going to pay as long as like it was within financial constraint for you. So what's that have to do with anything? Well, we created a 7-Eleven 4 pre-close system so that we can get everyone to that same status, even if it's from cold outreach or like cold paid outreach. And if you guys don't know what the 7-11-4 system is, or not the system, but the rule, Google came out with a study saying that if someone consumes 7 hours worth of content and 11 different touch points in 4 different locations, they're going to be closing without any sales influence needed. Now, we're going to be doing this over lots of locations, right? Phone call, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, messages, and email. And we're going to be getting these leads as close as we possibly can to a 7-11-4 rule. And we're going to be doing that with pre-objection handling. We're going to be growing intent, and we're going to be educating them. We're going to be getting them to like, know, and trust you, and get them to close before the call happens, right? You know, you have Go High Level sending out automations through email. You have your setter calling them up. You have your setter sending them your Instagram, your Facebook, your YouTube. Hey, watch this YouTube video over how setter finds out they're not good at ads. So, you know, you send them a video over how to get good at ads. That's going to help out a lot. I know a lot of you guys don't have YouTube channels. So just change YouTube with Loom. Like, make a content library of Loom videos of the most common objections that you guys are receiving from people. Or not objections, but like pain points. And solve those pain points for them in like a 5-minute video. And have your setter or closer send those to your leads before the call happens, so they can ideally fix it. So now they're like, oh, this dude gave me this value for free and fixed my problem. No other guy did that for me. These 3 other guys I have scheduled, it's just green text bubbles. I haven't even spoken to a real dude, much less got a Loom video that actually helped me. Imagine if I pay him. That's exactly what we're trying to go for. And we're just trying to get them to do everything we can. Newsletters, testimonials. We have the closer, love doing this. We have the closer and the setter so the setter creates a group chat with the closer and the lead that booked in, and the closer takes it over from there and sends them voice memos. And the voice memos are a unique mechanism. No one else is doing it in the sales process. And then from there, you know, they're just getting nurtured. They're sending them those Loom videos, those YouTube videos, whatever it may be, those testimonials. Hey, look at this Instagram post, look at the story, whatever it may be. And we're getting them educated. We're getting them to like you, know you, and trust you. And throughout that whole process, now it's not, all right, I have a call with agency number 2 on Friday at 3 p.m. It's, no, I've been in this chat with these guys. I already feel like part of their community. I have a call on Friday at 3 p.m. with Jake, and he's going to show up because Jake is going to help me fix that problem that we already went over in our group chat or in the sales call, or not sales call, the setting call. He is going to fix that problem for me. So now it's that instead of agency 2 at 3 p.m. That's how we get the show up rates really high, and how we get people to show up to that call and want to, because desire is there. Now, once we have that done and you have a sales process, you're getting people closed before the sales call happens, we then need to fire yourself from the agency, because you are going to be your biggest bottleneck, and you're going to be wearing too many hats, and you're not going to have a good service. You're not going to have a good sales process, and you can't scale that. You could get, we were able to get 50K a month, like me and 1 commission-based setter. Like, that's how I was able to do it. Now, beyond that, if I actually wanted to scale and took things seriously, I was like, okay, it's not going to be sustainable. I can't deal with this client flow and this lead flow and closing call flow and all of that at once. And I was stuck working in the business. All right. There was a month where I averaged like 4 or 5 hours of sleep every single day. I'm sure lots of you guys are like, oh, that's nothing, bro. I love that. Like, yeah, 4 a.m. workouts. They're like, great, dude. I like my sleep. I like it. I want to build a business where I can sleep and not have to do that and not have stress. And that's you, go off. Like, I don't care. I know a lot of you guys want to travel, or you want to sleep, or you want to be with your girlfriend, or whatever it is. You can't do that if you're stuck in the business. So you need to fire yourself from it. So your day-to-day, you're working on the business. You're doing what you want to do. You're traveling, you're cooking, you're being the CEO, working on the business, not in it. And you're doing stuff you actually want to do, because now you have this time. You have this time to think. You can make YouTube videos for people if you'd love to do that, like I'm doing. You guys can do whatever you want to do. Just be a CEO, not an employee or a glorified contractor. That's not how these guys scaled. So how do we get to that? Well, number one, I call it the fire to fan process. And it's not this fan, but fans. So step number one, we need to hire high quality team members with hiring funnels. And step number two, you fire yourself. You get people in that are better than you at what you've been doing. Right, you get an appointment setter, you get an appointment setter that's better than you. If they're not better than you, you can train them to be as good as you, but they have more time than you, so they are better than you because they focus on just that. Get closers in, get CSMs in. All right, we'll get into that, but number one, right, we're removing you from the setting process. Number four, we're going to be removing you from the closing process. Like, everyone thinks they're the best closer ever. I guarantee you, there's people that are way better than you. Maybe they don't know as much as you, but you can teach them how to know everything that you know within a week, or at least what's important. And now you just add that on top to their people that have already closed $1 million in sales, and that's all they do from morning to sunset. There's no way you can beat that. Instead of you having to do that every single day on top of every single other thing you're doing, right? You remove yourself from the closing. Then from there, you got to remove yourself from the fulfillment so that you're not also stuck doing that, unless that's something you'd love to do. Right, I remove myself from my done-for agency because that's not something I enjoy doing. I enjoy doing my consulting business where I work with people super, super closely, and these guys are like kind of like me. You know, they have that fire, they have that passion, and I want to see them grow and succeed, so I want to be with them every single day. If that's not you, right, you don't need to do that. If you guys want to do fulfillment and you love doing it, do it. If you guys don't, you just want money, you want to scale, you can do that too. But step number 6 is turning clients into fans with more attention and quality results, right? If I was, like in the past, I handled like a lot of clients at once just by myself, right? When I was first scaling, it wasn't a smart thing to do because the quality went down. I was doing so many things. I give them not as much attention as I wanted to give them. And I was up to like 2, 3 a.m. trying to just reply to them after a full day of doing everything I was doing in the agency. I could finally work on them and help them out. And I hated that feeling. So I hired some CSMs that are better than me, or if they weren't, I at least train them up to be as good as me so that they can help other people in my place. And from there, even if they weren't as good as me, just the fact that they had more time than me made the end result a net positive and better than what I did on my own compared to like trying to handle 20 people. Don't need to handle like 3 to 5 people at once. Infinitely better results. And with better results, you're getting more referrals. You're getting more revenue share. You're getting higher LTV. These people become your fans and they start referring you to more people. And now you don't have to rely on paid ads anymore or any other outreach channels. Like, yeah, we still have that, you know, so keep things consistent. You never have a month where you go negative, but you have bonuses. Like, you could turn off ads and still be completely fine. Like, you have this good word just going out around you and people are referring you. And that's where you're going to start really impacting people's lives and start really scaling your business. So that's the 3-step process on exactly how these guys are able to scale to such high numbers. Now, I have some other videos with a little bit more details, but this is kind of overview of kind of what you guys need to be doing. I want you guys working on the business, not in the business. Each one of these guys have something that they love to do. Noah moved over to Boston. Matthias moved into a Miami penthouse. Joseph is working on a SaaS company. Pietro wants to open up an Italian restaurant. They could not do that if they were stuck in the setting process, which is like a $3 an hour activity, or they're taking sales calls every single day. That's a 10% commission activity. They are CEOs and they should be paid as CEOs and work as CEOs and CEO roles. If you guys are stuck in the business, that's not something you should be doing. And that's exactly how these guys are making more money than you. If you guys can do that properly, you guys are going to be making more money. If not, more money than them. We'll see. It does take a little bit of work, right? I'm not going to lie to you and say this is completely easy. It's simple, but not easy. But with that said, all right, as I always do, I don't like to gatekeep. If you guys enjoy this, right, go down, like, comment, subscribe. That's going to show me that you want me to show more of this stuff to you, more of this content. And if you guys don't want it, like, it's fine. I'll keep it only to my clients. If you guys want more of it, let me know, and I'll make sure I drop some more knowledge on you guys. But I'll let you guys cook.